Alright. Well, so on Thanksgiving, I woke up to, let me pull this up. I meant to have it already ready, but I'm a little, irritated at the moment. So I woke up to this post, and again, sorry, I don't have it together. That's uploading. It may take it a minute because my internet's been kind of messed up. We're supposed to get some snow, but okay. So I woke up to this post, and it says, Kells Bell's living room and husband, actual footage. Well, that's not my husband. Gypsy, you have pictures of my husband on your thing where you let Ernie come up and dox my whole freaking family. That is not my husband. And I even put in your comments, let me pull that up, that you know I lost my house to a fire, and that clearly looks like somebody's house is on fire, and that was not my husband. And so I put, Gypsy, that is a straight up lie. That is not my husband, and you fucking know it. You legit have pictures of him on your channel. He looks absolutely nothing like that. And what a pic to be using, knowing I lost my house to a house fire. And that clearly looks like it's been burnt. Okay. And then her response was, and again, I apologize for not having this already pulled up, but after this morning's little thing that she pulled, I'm not happy at all. Okay. And then her response was, I will scold my resources once again. I apologize once again. It came from a trusted, unreliable, genuine, artificial intelligent email. Well, then erase this shit, bitch. But no, you're not going to, because you took it one step further, didn't you? You took it one step further and called my fucking mother-in-law this morning and got my fucking husband's phone number. And then you called him. And he would not let me get your phone number off his phone because he fucking knows how I am, Gypsy. Okay? And here's the thing. I know it was you because I let him listen to your fucking voice. Okay? And he said, yeah, sounds like the same person. But, so you think it's cool to call my fucking mother-in-law and tell her that I'm cheating with men on the fucking internet? And then get my husband's cell phone number? She's had that same landline for years, so it's not hard to get her phone number. But he told her to change that number, and he changed his cell phone number too. Yeah. So not only did you do that to me on Thanksgiving, unlike you, I had a family, and I fucking cooked for them, Gypsy. You stayed on the internet all day, and you got a, what is he, like 16-year-old son? And you didn't cook for him, but you wanted to just cause chaos? And you know, everybody knows that I lost my house to a house fire when I was fucking 11 years old. So you told him that I had pictures of Charlie nude, I had pictures of Dragon Tits nude. Well, of course, you didn't call her that. You called her a lady goes by Tiger Mama on the internet. And like I said, he erased that number, Gypsy, because I wanted your phone number so fucking bad, and he knows how I am. He knows I'd find out everything on you, your address, every fucking thing. But that's okay, because I'm going to get into some stuff here in a minute. Gypsy, you got me fucked up. Let's see. Oh, and question if my son was a Marine, and tell him that, because I talked about Ken. So, you know, I've got, my husband asked me all this stuff. I had to show him that I didn't have no fucking nudes on my phone from no goddamn man on here. Well, I mean, it's okay if she wants to call him, but she needs to tell the truth and not just make up a bunch of shit. And wanting to know, say that if you can find it, you're going to call my kids. Like I said, Gypsy, call them. Both of them changed their number recently. That's how come my mother-in-law don't know them by heart, but of course she knows her sons and gave that to you. Oh, and said that for him to go to look at her page, which again, he is not on YouTube, Gypsy. And everything I've said about you and done is shit that you brought on YouTube. He's not on YouTube. My kids are not on YouTube. But anyway, so I had to show him that pic that you shared on Thanksgiving. Of course, he laughed about that. Thank God he laughed about that, because he knows that's not him. And again, Gypsy, you have pictures of him. My husband has jet black hair, and he's very good looking. And clearly, that man, that picture, I don't know where you got that from, but when you say actual footage, and there's quite a few people on here that has seen, even Katie, sweet Katie, texted me and said that if I wanted to say that she has seen pictures of my home, and she has, Gypsy, and she knows for a fact that that is not my house. But anyway, Gypsy, what if I called Monty and Leah, or however you pronounce her name, or Sheila, or Timothy, or Paul? What if I called all them? Would you be happy? Well, Gamer Girl, she done all that shit, and then she ain't changed. 1 minute she don't like the drama, and then 1 minute she causes drama just so she can, have some content. But what about talking about Samantha, Gypsy, behind the scenes and telling everybody her marital business? Maybe she needs to talk to you like that, and I won't say who it is on here because I like the person, But me saying that first name, they'll know who they are. But I will not give out their YouTube name, Gypsy, because I'm not like you, and I'm not gonna. I mean, but yeah, you talk behind the scenes about her and her marriage. So why should it surprise me that you called my husband? I was trying to think. What else he said? She said, and like I said, he would not let me get the number, and I'd have screenshot it and showed it. I'd have gave out her fucking number. But trying to cause problems in my marriage, I didn't. I guess it's because we went on about Ken having his charges and stuff, but I never said nothing about him cheating on you or anything, Gypsy. If you're in the business, Gypsy, I'm gonna drop this link. And you can come up and explain yourself. And like I said, I could get in touch with your customers on your freaking DoorDash thing if I wanted to, but I've not contacted no customers. You give out their freaking addresses. Yeah, a trashy wannabe, tramp, dolly wearing witch, another liar like the rest of those idiots. Ernie taught them well, yeah. Yeah, and that's what the kicker is. They all want me to come up when she's got all my family. She's got a couple of my family pictures. She's got me and my husband together. She's got pictures of me where she let Ernie come up and do that shit on her panel. Oh, did she post something about B-Dag, my sister's voice? What did she say about B-Dag, my sister's voice? I don't know what else she talked about him. I just know that where he didn't pay. Yeah, I know he passed away. I seen Southern Girls post on it, and I told her prayers for her and his family. Hey, Spicy. Yeah, Amber, I don't know exactly when he passed away, but I seen Southern Girls post on it. And okay, Nicolina, thank you. Yeah, he did. I don't know when. Does anybody know when he actually passed away? After talking shit and cloning his account. Oh, so Gypsy cloned B-Dag's account at one time? And he passed away a couple days ago. Yeah, that's sad. So, Gypsy, you used a clone account in B-Dag's name? Ain't you a winner? Called my freaking mother-in-law and told her I was cheating with men on the internet. Cheers. Starting her shit with me, so I guess she's gonna stop me. Bring it, Gypsy, because I can go low too. Just saying, I can go low too.
Let's get serious for just a moment. Now, you've been accused of calling somebody. You've been accused of calling somebody's mom.
I think she
and somebody's husband.
I think she said it was.
Did she say mother-in-law?
Yeah. Do you like the color Beth Dutton? Yeah, I don't do that. I didn't even really know her last name. Like when Ernie got up on my panel, I had already heard her name bounced around a few times, but I couldn't remember it. I just remember it was something short. And so I went with, like, when I was making my parody, was it yesterday, day before yesterday? I just went with Miss Bells because I really did not know her name. But anyway, her husband's, mother-in-law. Not my bag. That ain't what I do. I have a reason to.
Actually, Gypsy didn't even know Kels' last name until I told her just about 10 minutes ago.
I mean, I don't pay attention to that stuff. What do I need to pay attention to that stuff for?
I mean, like, honestly, what business would it be if she was cheating on her husband? Right. That's not nobody's own business.
None of my business. More power to you, hun.
So
I don't cock block.
So how you?
I can't see the chat. Let me see if I can pull the chat up here.
Okay, everybody chill out. It's okay. Some people like Gypsy, some people don't. That's all right.
Beth, I breastfed. Thank you, dear. You can come up on my lap and I'll breastfeed you.
Oh, Gypsy, no. No. Oh, stop that.
She's clearly jealous of my milk supply. Just kidding.
Of course they're going to say it was her, Catlin.
Oh, give me a break. Catlin knows it wasn't me. I don't do that. I ain't got time for that shit. I ain't got time for that. Plus, I hate talking on the phone. Ask anybody that's ever tried to call me. My husband says, "Get the phone! Would you answer the damn phone?"
So they're saying that her husband heard your voice and said it was you.
Yeah, I don't care. It wasn't me. I didn't do it. I mean, I'm not going to say I did something I didn't do. I don't do shit like that. Prove it. Come up on panel. Mr. Kells Bells, come on up on panel. Whatever the hell your last name is. Come on panel. Prove it.
Well, I know it, but I ain't going to say it. Why do you believe they're coming after you, Gypsy? She's blocked again?
I think it's the community's board. And I
You think the community's board?
Yeah. We've
Go
lost,
ahead.
I mean, let's count how many people we've lost. So creators, just creators we've lost. I think people are bored.
That's very possible.
So it's okay.
However, that's a hell of a thing. That's a hell of a thing to accuse somebody of. But you see, that's not Gypsy's MO, is it?
I don't really have any reason to cockblock anybody. I'm all about love. I mean, I have no desire to break up any of that. It happens here, though, crazy chicken lady. I'm so used to that, it doesn't faze me anymore. It really doesn't. I don't get mad over that stuff anymore. We just tell everybody ahead of time I'm a YouTuber and this is probably what's going to happen. You can pretty much expect it.
Yeah, Ken's job was called. That's ridiculous.
It's silly. Why go real life just because you don't like me? It's weird. I think they're looking for a new Ernie. People to gang stalk and hate bond with.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
As soon as she admits to lying on me, the picture will come down. There's my negotiation.
Which picture? What fucking picture?
Of her living room and her husband on the couch. It's on my what you call it? Community wall page.
Her mother-in-law.
That's so old. Is that all you got? You're not a very good troll. You need new material. Maybe you should go to the library and check out a book.
We already established that, Vicky. Thank you so much. We've already established that. That picture went around Facebook for years. Well, absolutely.
Well, Miss Vicky, the facts are it wasn't me. So there's your fact. Get it straight. Wasn't me. Prove it. Wasn't me.
I want to know how the husband heard the... Listen, there's only one person that I know on YouTube that does this type of shit, people.
What's that?
That calls people's families.
Oh, yes.
Their mothers, their jobs. Let's see. Their husbands. Hey, I didn't say
it was a picture of the living room and the couch.
I didn't say it. All I said was there's only one person that I know that does it. I didn't say it. Smiley said it for me. Well, thank God there are no nudes circulating. Yes, see, look, I don't even got to say the name. Everybody knows who it is. This smells like Nicolina to the fucking core.
Ooh, this is getting delicious, is it? Could that be who called?
I heard, Milky. Thank you.
Him too. Called them both. He was called in the morning of her live. I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
Was the call recorded or not? Oh, Catlin, it is her MO all the fucking way.
Who the hell would... Give me a break.
Nobody's jumping to conclusions.
Of course they did. Of course.
Well, yeah, they could get... Yes, Missouri Mama. That is a fact.
So, there you go. And I don't know where the cord is.
Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute, Gypsy. They can get the number that called them, but it's probably going to be a Google number. I'm just going to let y'all know that because Nick does that shit too. All right? So here's the thing. They can get the number off of their phone, but we all know. I mean, let's get honest here. Nicolina isn't the only person ever on YouTube to call somebody's family, but she is the main one who does it a lot.
I really don't trust anybody here anymore. I really don't. I mean, that's why I don't have anybody be a top mod on my channel. And I don't, you know, I take care. I don't even let my husband be a top mod on my channel because I've just watched it backfire on everybody. And I don't air anybody's stuff. You know, where do you call it? Stream it and then react to it. You'll get struck every damn time. I don't post people's real pictures. I use cartoons and I don't call them in real life.
Yes, the channel is Nicolina. She has renamed herself Tiger Mama 777. That channel is Nicolina's channel, not Tiger Mama's channel. Why does Nick try to take everybody else's names? Is she not happy with her own? Like, for real. What the fuck?
I'm the only Tiger Mama on YouTube.
Well, now Nicolina has a Tiger Mama 777 account. I'm gonna get something to drink.
Well, I'm the only Tiger Mama on YouTube streets. That name will never be took from me. Saturday was the first time I done live in 9 days. I got a better life. I don't need YouTube.
I don't care who shares my name. True Gypsy does, and I've always promoted her channel, but I bet you she'll never promote mine. She'll never cam up either.
We have this whole Kel's Gypsy situation, right? And I'm not sure, a lot of you aren't privy to the stuff that happened about over a year ago in Kel's relationship. That is her marriage.
I'm just going to say this. Peachy is now talking about Kel's Bell's marriage when Kel's Bells was in the Mean Girls. None of us have talked about this except for Mama T and now Peachy.
But they split up, right? They split up for a time. You know, there was she's already talked about it a little bit. There was some cheating in the relationship. He stepped out. He leaves. You know, Kel's moves on. She's doing great, having a good old time. And then fast forward, now I guess they're back together. And Gypsy supposedly calls, right? Constance, I'm gonna get there. I agree with you, but I don't think it's necessarily Kel's that's lying, okay? So there was infidelity in the relationship. He leaves. Now they're working on things. Great. Good for them. I love that. You know, if they can move past that, more power to them. But I will tell you right now, both of you are going to need some counseling if you're going to want that to work out. All right? Move on to the Kel's and Gypsy stuff, right? Supposedly Gypsy calls Kel's family, her mother-in-law and her husband, right? Now, I'm not saying Gypsy wouldn't do some shit like that, right? Gypsy's crazy. Like, needs to be on paper if she's already not crazy, okay? So I'm not sticking up for Gypsy in this. Do not take it that way. It is not that at all. Gypsy is fucking nuts, all right? Nuts. Beyond crazy, okay? So, supposedly Gypsy calls Kel's mother-in-law and her husband. Well, based off of what I know about their relationship, now, I was on Kel's with some calls where she was bawling, and we were there for her to, you know, be that support system in her time of need. It made me feel good as a person to be able to be there for her when she needed it the most. So I'm not like, this isn't, well, from what I know of the relationship, I don't think Kel's is the one lying. I think that her husband is noticing how much time she's spending live.
Oh, does your husband notice how much you spend on YouTube, Peachy? Because the time you spend on YouTube far outweighs the time that Kel's spends live streaming. Just saying, right? Pardon my list. I was told I had a list by Callie, and that must mean I'm retarded. But Peachy, you spend far more time on this platform than Kel's does. Just saying, right?
And is trying to catch her up in some shit, right? That's just me. That's just my opinion. Men are devious.
Are you suggesting Adam is devious? My husband's not devious. Is yours? Don't project Adam's bullshit onto other men, Peach.
And I think maybe he is trying to set Kel's up on some shit. Because it seems very weird to me that he will not give her the phone number that called him. Ghost would legit be like, you want the number? Here. He would have sent it to me before I even asked for it. That's how our relationship works. We're very open and honest with each other. So why is he not instantly handing that number over? And now she made this YouTube content. Kel's made this, she brought this to YouTube with nothing. No proof, no screenshots of a number that called, no voicemail, no, like clip of the voices.
How much have you brought to YouTube without proof, bitch? These are the same people that are now suddenly outraged that Brett made some extremely disparaging comments about my minor child. They supported it, and now today they are outraged by it. I'm going to put it on record. I have forgiven Brett. Have I talked to Brett? Nope. Never talked to Brett. I've only been in his live streams. But you want to know what? I don't need Brett to know that I forgave him for the shit, because my forgiveness has nothing to do with Brett. It has to do with me. Yeah, selective outrage.
Supposedly, her husband heard Gypsy's voice and said, "Yep, that's the woman." Well, I don't know. Like, do you really trust him enough after everything that's been done? Or would you if you were in this situation? If you're not going to show me proof that a call was made to you, and this is me as a married woman, I'm not talking to Kels. I'm saying I want to see that proof. I'm the type of person where in my real life and on YouTube, I am now fully show me the proof. Screenshots, there's got to be something that you can prove this to me.
Yes, exactly, Peach. I want proof that myself or any of the Mean Girls or associates may have called CPS on you, which none of us did. Aussie Amanda, I think you get it, though. She wants receipts, but then when she makes claims, she will not produce receipts, and everyone is supposed to fall in line and believe them. So many holes in that story, Peachy.
Does everybody understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't necessarily think that Kels came to YouTube lying. I'm gonna give her that.
Oh, Peach, who the fuck do you think you are to give her anything? Nobody gives a fuck about you. Yes, this is Peachy Ghostwife. She wants receipts, Aussie. But she won't produce receipts about the CPS call. Peachy, I implore you to take the money from Katie to file a lawsuit to get the call so that you can file a lawsuit against whomever made the call. Blame Katie offered to write you a check so that you could hire an attorney and get the call and file a lawsuit against whomever did it. Why haven't you done that? Why haven't you done that, Peach? I would have. Because you know you're afraid to find out who actually called, and you know it wasn't me or any of my Mean Girls.
Because I do know Kels. You know, I don't necessarily think she's lying. I think that maybe he's trying to set her up. And if your husband doesn't want to give it to you, ask your mother-in-law. Hey, can I get that number? I mean, she's probably up there in age, so she may not know how to screenshot. But, you know, just there's got to be something before you bring it for all of us to just attack Gypsy, right? I'm done with attacking people with no receipts behind it. Yep, receipts or it didn't happen. That's been my motto for the last, I don't know, almost a year now. I need to see the receipts. I've seen so many lies. I've been attacked with so many lies that now I need to see receipts of everything. Like the friends that I have now, they know that I'm like that now. Like, I need to see receipts. Oh yes, that poor man with his help me signs. My God. Craziness. Run, Ken, run. You are still an able-bodied man and can run for the door, sir. Get away from it. I am a receipts Nazi. If you can't prove it to me, I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to see it. No. Even if it's about my worst enemy, I need you to show me the receipt. Are you sure they did that? Can you show me? Okay, let me see it. Let me digest it, and then we will speak about it. Yes, the help me signs are funny, and we know it's supposed to be, but the way she talks to him while live is not. That's the real way she talks. That is the real way she talks to Ken. Yes. I know. I've seen receipts that prove that Gypsy is... Her and Ken are very toxic for each other. Okay? But that is not for me to speak upon. I don't, like I said, I'm not saying that Gypsy didn't make those calls. I'm just saying that I need to see receipts that she did. If you want me to be hateful against Gypsy, or, I mean, I don't speak to Gypsy anyways, but like, I just need to see receipts. I'm not going to believe it. I'm literally going to roll it up and throw it in the trash can and be like, oh, didn't get a receipt for that. Throw that little brain thought away. Hashtag save Ken. Yes. So yeah, I'm not buying it right now. Y'all can eat it up like a big old cake, but I'm just not right now. If I'm shown proof that it happened, I will absolutely believe it. But for right now, I'm not smacking Gypsy's hand. I'll smack her hand for being a piece of shit, but I'm not smacking her hand for this. Yeah, she nuts. She thinks that chicken hormone chicken causes autism and transgenderism, if that's even a word.
It was common for soldiers to use black tar heroin in the field. And that was their way of weakening our defense in the 60s and 70s. In my opinion, they have continued that through sending opiates, fentanyl, and using experimental hormones in our chicken and food, causing a hormonal imbalance in that generation, which is now trans.
But yeah, Gypsy's she's a real piece of work, okay? She says some of the most horrible things about a loved one of hers that has passed away. She calls her a horrible name. She's not a good person, but like I said, I'm not up here saying that Gypsy didn't do shit. Me and Kels have our issues, absolutely. She's a snake in the grass, I fully believe that. But I don't know if Kels is lying, but as of right now, I've seen no receipts. None. Zero. Zip. Zilch. And another point I want to make about this whole Gypsy call, or not call. You know how many mother frickers I seen in that chat that day? Because I was obviously sent the link. And they were like, holy crap, you need to go see this. Shit's going down, right? So I was like, okay. Yes, traders. That is another point I wanted to make. Kels admitted that she calls Gypsy's job at least once. I mean, you can't do stuff like that and not expect something to happen. In return, absolutely. People match energies. It happens every day on these streets. So
I don't care to tell anybody. I said it. I told her I was going to do it. I gave her chances to shut her mouth, and she wouldn't. I did contact DoorDash, and I have sent them emails, and I took screenshots, and I can show them, but I'm not going to do unless I absolutely have to. But yes, I did email her last 2 lives to them, and yeah. So, and it is what it is. I done it, and she should have left my kids out of her mouth. Sorry, not sorry.
No, because honestly,
I know this. I know it ain't no part of it right, but she cannot be doing, and can't have that. I'm high. Well, it's not legal in North Carolina. And she kept saying, DoorDash ain't going to do shit to me. You can call them all you want. Well, like I said, Sarah had talked me out of it, but when she brought up my son and questioning all that shit and talking all this bullshit, I said, no, not going to do it. Not having it. Nope. So,
yeah,
it is what it is.
I think so, too. Yeah, she had no right to talk about your son. They've doxed your kids on live. She's let Ernie dox your kids on live. I mean, so much shit has been done.
now I got that point out, right? This is a match energies type community. We've always done it. Then I want to jump to the next point. The outrage that I seen in the chat that day was astounding, right? Y'all, who called Katie's grandparents? Who did that?
I'm willing, that I'm able. And I can only imagine. Oh, here, we got a couple more here. Phone numbers for Ryan. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there's another one right here. Let's try this one. This one's a cell phone number.
Yep, sure was, Lion Mamalino. This is what Ghost did. With Bert.
Nope, that one's out too. Well, guess what, though? There's one more. Should we try that one too? You think this dude might have been through this a few times? You think a few people might have already talked to this guy? All three of his numbers are disconnected.
Yeah, all three of his numbers are disconnected. You guys do realize that phone numbers of people that you're married to or your children are also data aggregated under your name. I changed my daughter's phone number in July of 2022. That was one of the numbers you called, dumb fuck. This was like 6 weeks ago, Fluffy. They even called Ryan's ex-wife and they were looking for his elderly mother's number. She's 80 or 82. Now it's time to call Dorothy. Put a 7 in the chat if you want me to call Dorothy. I'll call her. Should I call Dorothy?
5, 8, 9.
Hi, Dorothy. My name is Nicole. I'm calling in regards to your granddaughter, Katie. Katie regularly goes live on YouTube, and she is obsessed with my 14-year-old daughter. She continuously talks about her and refers to her as a whore, a slut, a pass-around based on her spring fling dress that she wore in June of 2024. Now, I understand it must be very difficult to have to deal with a 36-year-old grown adult living off of you, but I think you should probably remove her from your will and hold her accountable. I know she is a starving artist. I understand that she starves herself in general. We can tell that she's bulimic by the way her teeth look. But I think it's time that you hold her accountable. She is dating a man out of Loveland, Colorado, who is 5'8" and has multiple felony charges against him. His name is Robert. He is white trash to the nth degree. And is that what you want your money spent on? Because he will never be able to provide for her because he has children that he doesn't even take care of, and he has an enormous IRS lien for failure to pay taxes. And he's married. This is not Katie's first rodeo with men on the internet, and I think it's time for you to step up, Dorothy, and hold her accountable for her bad decisions. If you have any questions, please give me a call, 989-413-8361. Have a wonderful night, Dorothy. Oh, my Nana's name is Dorothy. What a coincidence!
Can somebody answer me in the chat as to who called Katie's grandparents? And were we shown proof? Even though someone said it was a troll, were we shown absolute 1000% proof that it happened? Oh, I see some answers rolling in. The evil one, the devil herself, Dickalina, Satanalina, Satanalina. Yeah. Meat flaps. Thank you for that. Yes. Yep. It sure was. We were absolutely shown without a shadow of a doubt proof that that happened, right? But where was all these people's outrage for Katie? Is it because they don't like Katie that it's okay? I mean, I think that's how it works over there, but I'm just asking for a friend.
Wake up, wake up. You got someone calling your phone. Come on, Kemper, answer. Nice. Yes, it is for you, sir. It's about your relative, Matthew Kemper, and his pedo support for a gentleman named James Collin. They seem to be part of a map community that you can find online at a channel called The Stand, where Jimbo often talks about fucking little children like 8-year-olds and 12-year-olds and so on, and just so happens to be a fucking coach for little girls basketball and constantly takes pictures with his hands all over them. Just thought you should know that you're related to that guy. I would love some insight on it. Like, hey, no hard feelings towards you. Let's face it, you're not online supporting pedophiles, but I would love to learn more about your brother and his prior sex abuse that he's so openly willing to talk about. I'd like to know a little bit more about who he may have victimized in the process. Do you support your relative there? Like are you guys friends? Like, I have a lot of questions. Get back to me. You can call me at this number anytime. 303-888-93. We'll try another one in a minute. His only son, or at least one of his sons, is in need of prayer. This is really interesting. Who's Yeah, no, I got questions. Let's see what we have here. Oh, yeah, there we go. Dick Kemper. And it goes into, well, let's just go ahead and, let's call it, that's our option here.
Oh, it's his mom.
Oh, the Magic Jack customer. Oh, man. Yeah, I just wanted to touch base with Jack in reference to your son, Matthew, who just so happens to be a pedophile supporter on a channel called The Stand. That's right. He's defending a guy that openly talks about fucking 8-year-olds and 12-year-olds and ultimately has a problem with keeping his hands off of children on his watch during after-curricular school activities. As a basketball coach. Yeah, just wanted you to know that's what your son supports. Heard he was molested as a child. Wasn't sure if that was you that did that or somebody else. I would love more intel on that. Yeah, and he said it on YouTube, so I'm assuming that you know something about it. I mean, what is going on in that church? I would like to know. And how do you feel about 1,000 moms in the parking lot holding a picket sign saying that we are afraid for our children, and your son is actively trying to defend the person that quite possibly is endangering them? Anyway, food for thought. My name's Bird. You have a great night. You can call me back if you want. 303 to just let me know what you think. Appreciate you.
So, where was the outrage? So, even Dickalina herself was outraged that Gypsy wanted to go real life on people, right?
Hey, Nicolina.
I am terribly sorry she did that. I didn't think Gypsy did that kind of shit.
Well, I mean,
and for the record, I didn't know you lost a house to a fire, and I didn't see her post either. I thought she was just doing like goofy skits. So I'm like in my kitchen and I'm listening to what you said, and I'm like, nope, I'll send you Gypsy's phone number. That's fucking bullshit.
Yeah, if I would have, if I, I had family shit to do on Thanksgiving, I was pissed in. I texted Catelyn, Sarah, and everybody. I was like, that fucking bitch. I mean, yeah, but I was 11. I watched my house burn completely to the ground. Yeah, Bird, I knew that. It's just,
I think it's bullshit, and I'm sorry. Come on, Gypsy. That's like the people that were trying to do that with my husband and sending him bullshit on Facebook Messenger. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it was so... I mean, my husband didn't give me any shit about it because he knows it was from YouTube drama. Or the fact that they would try to, send him friend requests on Facebook with, like, these weird female accounts to try to, like, get him to fucking, cheat. And, like, my husband's not a cheater and he doesn't fall for that shit. But it's still... That's the length that people were going in my marriage. You know what I mean? It's always people that have the shittiest marriages or relationships that want to try to inflict their shit into somebody else's marriage,
Well, he wasn't like overly mad about it, but when I had to show him that, that I didn't have no nudes of Charlie or dragging my mom on my phone and she, she told him to look at the picture, which when he seen the picture, he laughed because he knew it wasn't him. But because I didn't, like I said, I woke up to that post on freaking Thanksgiving, and we were laughing about her skits and stuff. I don't know if she got mad because me and Curious talked a little bit about her and talked about her dolly, her dolly picture, half nude, what the fuck ever that for, but we all laughed about it. It was nothing major. But then I wake up to Thanksgiving to that post and I was like, you fucking bitch. And then, he got home this morning and she had called him.
That is so shitty.
Yeah. And, yeah. But I didn't know she made a troll account in BDAC's name either. I remember her crying because she thought that he owed her money for her interviewing him, plus that
the troll money.
She said that we were being paid. We were being paid by BDAC, all of us were being paid.
Yeah.
But I didn't know she did a troll account.
Yeah. All right, well, let me pop down. I gotta go. I gotta get my house around. My granddaughters are coming over in a couple hours for the afternoon, so I'm gonna hop back down to listen.
Okay.
But yet, she goes real life on people. She started seeing a therapist, right? Right? But then days later, she fucking puts our house up on YouTube.
At the end of the day, I still have my family. I still have my job. I still have my livelihood. And speaking of my job, Miss Lion Mama, so let me tell you real quick, sweetheart, go ahead and contact my job. And when I do lose my job, that's the good thing about my job. I'm going to move in down this fucking street from you, and I'm going to cause your life to be a living fucking hell. I'm going to make you pull a Brett and put one in your fucking mouth, except you might pull the fucking trigger when I'm done. So go ahead, sweetheart. Line them up and I'll take them down.
The amount of money that you make goes, you could actually probably buy almost an entire city block in Michigan where she lives.
Easy enough.
I mean, dude, when things go, dude, you can't fucking give away those houses. Like, people don't want to live in those neighborhoods.
And let me be clear, I'm not talking about Meat Flap Selena. That's not who I'm talking about.
Oh shit!
I'm talking. Shit! I'm actually talking about the other one that gave her the channel and everything. The one that's been running around under that other name.
No.
Yeah, I got you, Lion Mama. I got you, sweetheart. Don't worry, boo boo.
Who's that?
Go ahead.
I thought the
Lion Mama Lena.
Wasn't that Curiosity or whatever? Like Curious, like thought,
Curious George.
Something like that.
I don't know. Anyway,
it's that one drunk bitch.
Anyway, right. The drunk bitch.
I'm doing so well in my therapy. A month before that, she called fucking Katie's grandparents. You know how many times I pushed back on Katie? If I have an issue with something she says, I will say it to her. Absolutely. I've learned that I will never be a sheep or a follower ever again. I am my own motherfucking person. Do I have friends on here? Are we close? Yes. But I'm my own person. Do I stick up for people that I feel have been fucking wronged? Yes. But that doesn't make me a simp. It makes me my own motherfucking person. Y'all are sheep following ass bitches. It's wrong for what Gypsy supposedly did, right? With no proof. Y'all are literally attacking her. This is what they do. I lived with this for like 2.5 years. They get you all worked up, riled up about a situation that they don't provide receipts for. And when the truth comes out, you look like the dumb fuck that stood up for it. Don't be the dumb fuck. Don't let us all laugh at you. I'm the spineless one, right? But yet, I'm the one that grew a fucking spine and walked the fuck away. Because I knew you were wrong backing Karen. Just went based off of emotion. Okay.
That's not true. No, that's not true. I watched the live at the same time that you did, and it was very obvious that you had turned away, and you had said that defending Karen over you, the mods in your chat, such as AC, would be problematic.
No, that's Ghost Chat.
My chat.
And yes, it would be problematic because I'm friends with both of you. That puts me in a shitty situation. And if you can't see that, that's on you. That's what I meant by problematic. Nothing more, nothing less. And what ended up happening? What ended up happening? But are we still participating in those same kind of things? I'm not. I will tell traitors to her face that some of the things she does, I do not agree with. She knows that. I don't agree with any of the real life situations. Spreading awareness and going real life are two different things. I just want to say for, because you know that we got looky-loos and eyeballs just watching all over. This trip is not for grown men to fight.
No.
There will be no fisticuffs.
No.
That is stupid, immature boy stuff, and these are all men we are speaking about. That is not happening. This is a trip to spread general awareness.
Right.
Everybody was fine when everybody else was spreading general awareness, but it seems like when Bird and Ghost do it, there's an issue.
Right.
So, hypocrisy at its finest. Rumor, I'm telling you, it was like a cult. Now that I look back and I'm like obsessed with cults, my God.
Yeah, she's lost her mind. One minute she's doing skits and she's happy, and then I wake up to Thanksgiving morning with the post, and I even commented on there, which I showed those earlier in my stream, saying it was actual footage of my home and my husband, and that looks nothing like my husband. Yeah, she's scared to come up. Yeah, and telling that we were fighting over Charlie on the internet because we want him. Come on now.
So she really called an older woman and told her these things about nudes that don't exist and got an older woman upset?
Well, if my mother-in-law was thinking that I'm cheating on her son, then, you know, she's...
That's horrible.
Yeah.
Was she upset?
I don't know. I didn't talk to her. My husband talked to her.
No, that's mortifying, though.
Yeah. And another thing I want to say before I get started. My husband does not care how long I'm on YouTube. He don't have to be at my ass on my YouTube, unlike somebody else's husband. And he's not begging to be in the Mean Girls. He's not begging to be part of my YouTube staff. He don't care how long I'm on here. So no, it's not causing problems in my marriage. And now for him to lie about a phone call, I believe him and my mother-in-law. They neither one have a history of lying. Okay, that's the first part. And second of all, I do tell him about Nicolina, and he has heard me talking on the phone to Nicolina. Eric has family real close to where Nicolina lives, so he has always he loves Nicolina's voice, so he would have definitely knew if it was Nicolina that called him. So y'all can run with that bullshit too. So there's that.